I usually don't drink 2 scoops too. I usually just drink 1. All right, are we live? Are we live on YouTube now? We're live. We are live. Let me just pop out this chat. Mm-hmm. All right, unforced dash. Let's do this. And then maybe we'll figure out some more quality of life features. Oh, and I see. We also have to remove or set false, set invalid run on choosing rooms on assist mode and skipping levels. Okay. So I'm trying to think. We have to go into our dash state. TSCN. And then in our dash state, we have to check for force dash. Is this where we want to do it? I'm not sure if we have to... Because we're already entering the force dash. And actually, I think this would be in the neutral state. Because that's where the timer runs. And I think what we'll do is, if you are in the assist mode, it'll just pause. It'll have the timer run forever. Neutral state timer node dot start 1 point neutral timer, neutral state timer, cut dash in half. What is this? Neutral state. Apparently it's the neutral state timer that we're running. Player dot neutral state timer dot start. When are we starting? Right here, if enter force dash is equal to true, we say start. We can do this. Let me just try this out. I think that's all we have to do. So it does work. The one thing that's weird though is the game is not technically paused in this state. And maybe we should pause it. And the other issue is the only reason why we're seeing this arrow is not because of the assist mode. We're not actually in the assist mode right here. We kind of hacked it in where it looks like this. So I'm trying to think, what do we want to do with that? Maybe we pause. Let me see. Let me try pausing the game. And let me look at how we're handling it on the controller as well. Player. No, in our states. Where do we handle this again? Right here. So, can dash assist. Right now we're checking, okay, if assist mode, we might want to check if it's also, if we're, right now we're saying only if we can dash, which we can dash, but we're not in, I think we can just say, or player. The thing is, you're not holding the dash at this point, actually. We'd have to have some other if statements here. Let me do this. When do we check if... I think it's enter force neutral. Set neutral state duration. What the hell? Here, let me just see if this works. The game is not paused. Force neutral is not the, it's not it. Game is not paused. If assist mode. Oh, wait, we still have it in can dash. But we can dash. Can we dash? So we can dash. This is running, and then let me see this. Oh, apparently force dash enter force neutral is false. Let me see if this is. Oh, enter force dash is true though. Okay. So I think we have to use this instead. Consumed media. How are the how's the updates going? It's going good. Going well. How's it going with you, consumed? We're kind of just there we go. But we can't exit now because we didn't actually work on anything. So we set the game to paused. It seems like this is working. Let me turn off the assist mode because I'm not sure if this is actually. Let me see. I couldn't tell if it's actually if it's the input arrow running or is if it's assist mode running. Okay, it is working. All right. So the weird thing about this one though is it's the complete opposite of holding dash input or can dash assist. It's like well, we'll see what happens if dash input get tree dot paused is equal to false. There we go. That was actually pretty easy. I'm trying to think if there's anything wrong with it though. Oh, there is something wrong with it. It doesn't save your it doesn't save your last movement input. But that's pretty easy. All we have to do is say and I think we do it somewhere here. Actually, no, we only do it on exit dash assist and not holding input. We say movement input is equal to last movement input, but that's we can do that here. Third stream ever this afternoon. Any tips for a new game dev streamer? In terms of like, I don't know what tips you're looking for. Like as a streamer, like I would say it's safe to assume you're not gonna get too many views just starting out. And I hope that's not discouraging for you. I know a lot of people like in certain avenues of streaming, it can be, or certain categories, sometimes it's discouraging if you're not getting any views, or like you might, for instance, you might get rated and then you might notice like everyone leaves from the raid, and then like that's just how it is, even when I get rated, like I'm sure most people just leave after, like if you're a fan of someone, you're only watching their stream, and then if they raid someone you don't know and you don't necessarily vibe with them right away, you'll probably leave the stream as well. So yeah, just don't get discouraged by the numbers, I would say. As for like streaming, what works for me, at least when I started out, was like rubber ducking a lot. So I always say out loud what I'm thinking, or for the most part, unless like I'm feeling dead and there's not much left and like no one's really active, I'll be silent for the most part. Yeah, rubber ducking, I feel it's like the easiest way to stream, right? Because you don't really have to be too entertaining, right? You kind of just think out loud. But yeah, just be you. Another piece of advice I would say is I don't know if this is what you're like, but like, yeah, just be genuine, be true to yourself, be authentic, and I think you'll be fine. This is actually pretty cool. I like the I do like the assist mode. I think it's a good feature. I don't recommend it, but I do think it's a good feature. Oh my god. Always raid out. Yeah, raiding out is nice too. Maybe we should add a pause mode there too. No. It's fine. Would be nice. A nice hidden feature mode. The thing is, I feel like if you're good at the game, you don't need it. I don't think I need to hide it. What I will do though is I might disable achievements. And I think that's what they do in Celeste as well. Like, you know, if you don't wait, did we fix this? Oh, what the hell? Oh, interesting. I think we write something in our like in the state itself where, like, you see I'm pressing down and we have a down arrow. We have to update how our movement what's being detected on the player. Right now it's based on down movement, I guess. What we could do though is make it so that it is required to press a button. But we'd have to make sure that it updates correctly, and I don't know if I want to do that. The thing is, we have that set up in Celeste, or sorry, we have that set up in the dash, where, like, you know, if you do, like, let's say you're just holding X, it does save your last input, so this does become the next button you press. You brand it under the inclusion, yeah. Is there a race your ghost? That is a feature I want to do. I don't think it's gonna be. It's not intended for the base game, but who knows? I do like the idea of I really do want to work on more quality of life / speedrunning features. And that would be really cool. Race your ghost. With how we have things recorded, like, you know, all of the states of the player, it's not, you know, completely, you know, we can't record everything, or it would be, I think it would be bad to record everything, but we can record most things, like, you know, what states the player is in at certain times. And what we can do is we can kind of hack it, so it's not perfect. I mean, the times will be correct, and you'll still be racing against your ghost, but sometimes the position of the ghost might be, like, just slightly off. But I think that's fine as long as the time is correct, which it will be. I think it'll be fine. All right. So we have that working. Do I want to add the feature? You know, it doesn't even matter though, because this mechanic's not even going to be in the demo. So we have a lot of time. We have time to think about this. Maybe I don't have to worry about it. I do plan on refactoring the player input anyway, so maybe when I do that, we'll incorporate this new system where like we'll have. I mean, we have two variables already. We have like your movement input, and then we also have your last movement input. And if the game is paused, it'll maybe our feature will always or our dash will always be based on your last movement input, which honestly kind of makes sense. Unless you're just on a spring, which then it wouldn't make sense. And I don't want to have like a bunch of states that reset your last movement input. I feel like that's kind of weird. But I'll figure it out over time. We do need to refactor how we handle, or I just need to change completely how I handle the mouse input. I really don't like the way it's handled. I think it's just spaghetti code, and I think it's super inefficient how we're handling it. Because I remember just trying to figure it out. It was so frustrating. And then once I figured it out, I kind of just put it on the back burner. I mean, it does work. It's just not good. And I'd also like to incorporate it into the input controller. That way we have it all under one script for the most part. Like if it would ever go multiplayer, yeah, I like the idea of it. I want to humor the idea, but yeah, right now it's a little bit of an overscope, but I would like the idea in some way. Man, I played Shinobi the other day, and that game is so good. I was not expecting that one, and the ghost idea is kind of cool of like how fighting games do it. Yeah, it would be cool. Stretch goal co-op? Yeah, I mean, yeah, kind of. It is definitely a stretch goal. It's ambitious to say we'll reach the stretch goal, but yeah. Shinobi? Someone on YouTube said they liked the game Shinobi. So I think I didn't start my computer. I didn't restart my computer yesterday. Oh, I think I tried turning off my computer, but it didn't turn off. And so like all of my services turned off as well. Shinobi. Oh, this looks pretty cool. It gives me a it looks like what is it called? What's that other game that I've played? Katana Zero. Kind of gives me Katana Zero vibes. Without looking at the trailer. Oh, it kind of is like Katana Zero. But like a greater expanded Katana Zero. Yeah, this looks pretty cool. I'll also add it to my wish list. What are we looking at? Shinobi. Nice artwork, yeah. Genuinely amazing. I was not expecting. I mean, it. I'm surprised you weren't expecting it. It looks amazing. And I loved. I didn't finish Katana Zero, but I also liked Katana Zero. It's the same idea, like I mean, sort of similar, except probably smaller of a game actually. It's not that long. Yeah, I know. I never finished it. I think I played it for like 2 days and then I and then I stopped playing it. I think I am towards the end though. All right. Um. Always wonder why do game devs always lean towards making games mobile game here by the mobile dev. I think because mobile is just it's you're not really into like if you're into a niche, like for instance if you're into platforming, you're not really uh it's not where like the quote unquote true fans are. If you're really into a game, you'd want to play it on a, like a console or on a PC. I know like some people don't have the ability to play console games or PC games. But yeah, I feel like mobile is definitely like very disconnected from the category. At least in its current state. And also like, if you're playing with a screen and it's not the same. Like, I know they have screens that try to emulate controllers, but obviously that's not going to be that nice. And obviously you can also play with a controller. And also mobile games are I don't know, there's also the weird industry with mobile games where it's like it's like based on ad revenue and stuff. And I don't know. I think a lot of game devs are also more, or at least a lot of like solo devs, or at least the game devs I know are more so hobbyists than anything. And if you're a hobbyist, you're not really trying to profit, or not that you're not trying to profit, but it's more of a passion project, not a hey, I want to make millions from a mobile game passion. Certain genres don't translate well. Um all right. So we have this, we do have it working. It's not ideal. Also, I just realized if we die with the arrow up, let me see. You always think about the profit, right? I mean, it's not a bad idea to think about it, but yeah, I would say. Oh, interesting. Wait. Seems like it's fine actually. I don't know if that was a bug. Let me see again. I don't know. I don't really care too much because we're gonna probably rewrite this by the time people play this demo, play this part of the game. Our greatest concern is chapter 1. When I made Flappy Bird, I wasn't thinking about profits at all. Oh, you're that person, right? Right. If you guys don't know, IRAD was the actual developer of Flappy Bird. The legendary Flappy Bird. So we have it working. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna call it checked. What other quality of life? Oh, invalid. Oh, we have to do this as well. Is it true that you hated it after it got famous? Yeah, he kept getting so many threats and stuff. It was really bad for him. Um, he hated that it got so popular. All right, so invalid run. I don't even remember if we even run this in our game. Invalid. What? Oh, I think it's called valid run. What? What the hell? Validate session? No. Is instance valid? Instance valid. Cell valid. Ah. Ooh. Valid. Oh, valid underscore speed run. It should be just called a valid speed run, but whatever. Hashtag blessed. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we ever. I don't think we're ever actually checking if the run is true or if it's. Yeah, we're never actually checking if it's valid. But we do set it to false if the input index. Okay, so when we load a chapter, if it's not equal to the first chapter, we say valid run is false immediately. Is this how we want to do it? If you ever load in a non-valid let me actually see if I forgot how we have this set up, but I mean it seems like this is appropriate. We just set it to valid whenever you load the game, but we also want to make sure that it does get set to false on other instances. Here, let me just see. Looks like it's time to sleep. All right, Tomer, have a good night. I'll see ya. Maybe I'll still be on when you wake up. Maybe. If we have things to do. All right, so valid run is false. Let's go into the menu, start level select, and just go into prologue. And then valid run is set to true. And I'm sure it'll stay valid. Except we have assist mode on. So we have to make sure assist mode is off. When we load the game, is Impractical dead forever? Not dead forever. I don't know. We'll see. I want to do it, but my setup is bad. Maybe I would have to stream from this computer, like my main PC. But that would mean I have to leave my computer on all the time. I'm not sure. Okay, bye-bye. I'll see ya. All right, so this is fine. Let's go into our gameplay settings, and we say what? We say current profile. Honestly, we can set this. Honestly, it could have been. We didn't have to do it under current profile. We set up profile settings before we set up all the global settings, and I feel like we could have just thrown it all under global settings. I'll keep it under the profile for now. I don't know. I think it does make sense because, like, let's say if you switch to a different account, maybe you want that one to be valid, but you don't want a certain one to. Yeah, I think it makes sense. Muffin Cat, hey, what's up? Notice this game really looks like Celeste. Yeah. It's heavily inspired by Celeste. Let me see here. All right, let's go into our global settings right here. Let's go into game settings and right now we're just saying assist mode. If assist mode is true, I guess we could. Yeah, I guess we could put it here. If assist mode, current profile, level manager dot current, or is it under? I forgot what this is under. I think it's under save manager dot current profile node dot. Does the game have cool momentum stuff like Celeste? There's cool advanced text. It doesn't have wave dashes. I didn't want to put it into the game. I didn't want to like copy that from Celeste. There are momentum features, but not necessarily from dashing. That's something that I didn't want to throw into the game. Like there is momentum, but in the base gameplay, I didn't want to throw that into. I didn't want to throw that in as a feature. Because yeah, I don't know. I felt like it would be like, obviously my game is heavily inspired by Celeste, but I feel like that's too much like, so like I feel like that's something that's like something quirky about Celeste is the whole like wave dash stuff, and I feel like that's a little too much. Yeah. Like, I mean, obviously, like, it's very easy for someone to call this game a clone, but I feel like it would be even more so a clone if I did something, if I did the wave dash stuff. But we do have momentum on, like, certain mechanics, and I can show that. For instance, in Chapter 4, I can show it, but give me 1 second. Oh, we actually, not Chapter 4, Chapter 5, but I want to see if the assist mode works on Chapter 5 as well. It seems my failure to do what I'm supposed to do messed me up big time, and now I'm staying up late trying to crunch this animation for my mom's birthday. Oh, well, I mean, that's very sweet, Silent. What are you doing for your mom's birthday? Are you making a game for her? So current profile node dot valid speed run is equal to false. All right, so immediately, if we were to run the game, yeah, immediately it gets set to false. But let's say we start the game from the prologue again. Again, it's set to false. If we were to turn off the assist mode before going, like, here, let's do this. Let's go into the main menu. Oh wait, we could have done this. Actually, one thing we do want to do. Yeah, if assist, like, we don't want it to work the other way around. If you have... Oh. Wait, why is this off? That's weird. Let me see. Interesting. I think our settings don't save. They don't carry over in the options menu. I guess we have something... I think if we have, like, speedrun... I think if we're not in the level editor, we actually, in the main menu, it just might not work. Let me actually write that down. Options menu doesn't work in, or doesn't work as intended in main menu. Making a cake for her, but I'm messing up and failing, and I make it how it's supposed to, like in Slapstick Man animation. In a Slapstick Man animation, I see. I'm sure she'll appreciate that you're putting the work in anyway. All right. Let me go into. I lost where I was. What was I doing? Okay, so I mean, it does work. Let me run it one more time. So we save the settings. It should be a valid run. Well, actually, it won't be a valid run here. We have to start the game again. So let's start it. And wait, what? Why is it still saying valid run is false? Because apparently assist mode and all this stuff didn't save. So let's save it now. Go back into the menu. Start. Level select. Chapter 0. Start. Valid run is true. We go into options again. Let's set assist mode to true, and now it's false. So yeah, we're good, I think. But there are a few more edge cases that we have to fix. Ideally, we also I'm not sure if I want to do this now. We should make a warning. Maybe we should make it so the assist mode is set to true, not in the settings, but in the profile pop-up. I have an extra min to crunch in the next 3 days, and 10 mins I need to remind. I have very little animation. Very little animation experience. You got this. I don't know if you saw this, but here's the other animation, or the other state that allows us to freeze time. Oh wait, no, not chapter 4. Or the other mechanic that has momentum in it is chapter 5. Oh wait, what the hell? Did we just pause? Weird. Also, I'm curious. Oh, it works here too. That's actually nice that it just works. It isn't necessarily, it's not actually momentum. We could add momentum into the game. It acts like momentum, but it's not actually momentum. This mechanic here. But we still might have momentum in other mechanics. It's just that there was no reason to actually have momentum for this mechanic. So I kept it the way it is currently. But yeah, if it looks slow, it's because we have the assist mode on. That many time to commit? Oh yeah, with the wishlisted a bit ago. Thank you. Dude, lately I've been playing like shit. I don't know what it is. Clip of my exact state in off topic. Here, I'll check it out in just a second. But yeah, that's the mechanic with the quote unquote moment. There's some other mechanics. Like we had a spin orb that had. It used to be an old mechanic in the game that did use momentum, but I've also removed that one. And there was another one. And we also have fans in the game, like, you know, giant fans that push the player in a certain direction. That also has momentum attached to it. Here, let me see what you were talking about. I have to see this. I have to see this all the time now. I'll pin it though. How do I pin stuff? Did it pin? I don't think so. Oh yeah, pin it. Where'd you post it? Is this you? Oh, how you feel right now? Of my exact state. I thought you meant your exact state of the animation, not the exact state of you. But I'm glad. This is how I feel. All right, so invalid run is set to true, or is set correctly. Oh no, it's not. We don't validate runs based on. We have to make sure that the runs are validated now. So before we post anything on the leaderboard, we have to check is valid run. So let's go into global. Where do we save these again? It's on Silent Wolf, but we have something called like. I forgot. Silent Wolf Manager. Yeah, I think it's Silent Wolf Manager that we post everything, and we say if input mode.send feedback. Before we want to send feedback, we want to check if valid run, and we'll do that first. So we'll say if input profile node if privacy settings. These are a bunch of checks. So we also say here, if not, send player profile, and also, we can do it also here, if not valid run. But I think it's, yeah, we'll just do it here. If input profile dot not valid run, dot valid speed run. If not this, we'll also return. Same with this. So send speedrun score. If not valid run, don't send it. Input profile. Input send speedrun score. Send total score. What's the difference between all this stuff? Also, Reaper on Twitch now. Thank you for the follow. Speedrun score. Input chapter on current score, and then we say current. We can just say save manager.current profile, which is probably what we should have done here too. But apparently, we have an input profile here. You know what's funny though? We could add it to the speed. We could add it to a leaderboard. It would just have to be a different leaderboard. And you know what? Technically, I'm trying to think. Because the assist mode actually makes the game harder for you. No, because you're gonna have infinite. You can have infinite dashes as well. So I think we'll just remove it altogether. If you want your name on the leaderboard, you have to just play it 100% with it being valid. What are you doing, Silent? What's going on here? Are you posting lyrics to something? Wait, save player data. Post player. Actually, we do want to. We actually do want. We don't need this. Yeah, this is just saving player data if they want to send their data to me, and we would know if they're on a valid run. This is only for speedrun score and send total score, and then log death. Okay, yeah, we're good. Wait, what the hell were? Oh, yeah, I think there was like a bug or something, and we ignored it for now. All right, I think we're good now. Just look at Vegeta crying in rain with Tito in the background. All right. Make a warning for assist mode. Set up competition quality of life features. Let's fix this. Options menu does not work in the. I don't know why it doesn't work in the main menu. I think I know why though. On our checkboxes, let me see. I think if it's not a valid run, yeah. This was a quick fix because I was just lazy. But I think it will work now. Because we're not applying these settings anymore. I mean, I think we have to make sure. Gameplay settings set auto climb. I don't know why I put it under, like, I don't know why this is running a function here. I'll be right back. I gotta pee though. That checkbox thing you have for your game is Obsidian, right? Yeah, it is. I'll be right back. Don't miss. I'll try. Try not to. Sir has mustard beside. Yeah, you also have mustard on your desk. I'm not even sure if you're I think I looked it up. You're not supposed to like you're supposed to put it in the fridge, but they said if you eat it, if you consume it within 2 months, it should be fine. Because it's Dijon mustard, so it's like, I mean, all it has is mustard. It says organic vinegar, water, mustard, turmeric, and like it's literally just spices. But I guess I don't know. It could go bad. I don't know. I guess mustard could go bad, like mustard seed. If if combined with water. But yeah, as long as you consume it fast enough, I think it'll be fine. And it's cold. It's been cold lately. It's kind of like a fridge. True, yeah, vinegar also helps. You know what I just this shit is expired. It says Best Buy September 11th. I hope that vinegar is doing a good job. I mean, I've been fine. I have been pooping more lately. It's a good, I guess expired mustard is a good laxative. Because I'm a bad boy, have several issues with my life. All right. Where did we leave off? What did I say I was gonna do? Oh, main menu. Okay. Let me try just commenting it out. We might crash though. Was that Patsu, the song? Okay, yeah, we do crash. Because of this. We should not be doing this. We shouldn't be doing it this way, I mean. Right now we have gameplay. Honestly, I might throw this under, let me make sure I reset this. Let me just put this in our to-do as well. Options menu. Okay. Here, I'm gonna ignore this for now. I'm just gonna like comment it out for now. Accordion, you're probably right. Let me see. Yeah. You know what banger I haven't heard in a while? This one. Okay. I think we should be good now. Options menu, gameplay. Yeah, all of our settings I think have been preserved now. So assist mode, let's say let's turn all of this stuff on, save, go back and quit. All right, yeah, we're good. And I assume. All right, so let's try this. Let's say we have assist mode off. Let's say everything is good. Also, another thing we want to make sure of. So we can see valid run is true. Let's say we start over and we just run the game. Valid run is still true. Let's go into menu. Let's go into options. Let's make sure that these aren't applied in game. So like, let's say assist mode, we save it. So we quit our game. Assist mode is true in the options menu. But then, oh shit. Oh, right. Cause okay, wait. Let me let me start this over. Let's turn it off again. All right. So valid run is true. Let's quit. Let's run the game from our first scene. Boom, boom. Let's go into options. Let's turn on assist mode. Save it, then quit, then run it again. And then we're going to turn off assist mode. And then go back into playing the game. And yeah, okay, we still have a valid run. Cool. So now we need to work on... I don't know if I'm going to do this for the demo. I mean, we might as well. I don't know if we're going to do it today. But I do need to add pop-ups, pop-up warning for assist mode. Or you know what else we could do? We can make this, we could throw all of this underneath the profile node instead of the global settings. I mean, it could also be under the global settings, but we can, like, how you edit these values will be under the profile settings instead of the global settings. Just because, you know, maybe you want assist mode on certain profiles, but not on others. Or we make it so that every time you start the game, assist mode is off, which would solve a lot of problems, actually. But maybe we'll do that, actually. Assist mode is always off when you start the game. I think that actually makes our life so much easier. And it makes sense. Like maybe you turn it off so that like if they have it on, that's the punishment for playing with assist mode is that you have to if you start over the game you have to turn it back on. All right, let's fix this real quick. Also, yeah, let's make sure. So that would mean we wouldn't save assist mode. Don't save assist mode in global settings, or at least in config file. Okay. Obsidian level expert, yeah. We're you're a professional game dev if you use Obsidian for sure. We do need to fix this. What should I do first? We started adding so many checkpoints, so many checkboxes. Let's fix this first. The options menu to make this work with global settings. So currently, the thing is, with our global settings, we have this saved under gameplay settings. But there's really nothing in this script. Like we can't even save any of our settings. So what I think I'm gonna do is actually throw this underneath our game settings, just to keep things simple for me. I don't know. Maybe in the future, I'll regret it. But right now, I don't want to deal with setting up all of our save. We do have like this class settings node, but it's pretty empty right now. So yeah, we'll just throw it into the game settings. Let's go back here. Auto climb. Yeah, we do want this. So let's grab that. I'm gonna throw that right here. We'll call this gameplay. It's actually not too bad. And then set auto climb. We should clean this up a bit. Import settings from config, save. This is all config, like file stuff. Delete all config files. Okay, so we'll go apply. Actually, there's not much to do. Actually, this is pretty clean. But I wonder, maybe we could also make it a child. We could say gameplay settings under here. We could add a gameplay settings node as a child of this one, and then handle everything there, which kind of makes sense. We can even throw the assist mode settings into gameplay settings. Make our game. I don't know. It's actually kind of nice. Let me see. What else do we have? Privacy settings, keybind settings, game settings. Game. Yeah, we could throw it as a child of game settings. Honestly, I think that's a good idea. The only thing though, game settings would still handle gameplay settings, and then we would. It's too much, right? We'd be creating another manager. I don't want to do it right now. We'll just throw it under the same script. I'm so indecisive right now. Where's that script? Set auto climb. Okay. Get rid of this. Let's get this. And right now we're saying set initial settings, apply settings. So this is our main script right here. Set auto climb is equal to input setting. Set auto climb. We're just going to say we don't even need to do this. We're just gonna make it update. Here, let me go back into this script here. Where do we say set auto climb? Global.set auto climb. We're just gonna say game settings. Oh my goodness. Game settings dot auto climb. Why is it not showing? Do we have an error somewhere? Auto climb is equal to button pressed. And then let's go auto climb. We're going to say game settings dot auto climb. All right, let's go into the config file now. And we have to add this as a setting. I think we're basically just going to remove, we're gonna remove our, wait, we don't even have gameplay settings here. What the hell? Oh yeah, we don't. Okay. It makes our life slightly easier. So we're gonna create a new section here. We have game version, debug UI, and other game settings. And then we're gonna say, we're gonna create a new section called gameplay settings. And in here, we'll call it auto climb. And actually, auto climb by default is set to true. And what was the other setting? Do we have another one? Oh yeah, celestial jumps. So if you've ever played Celeste, you know how if you hold left on a left wall, you actually, if you're not in the climb state, you jump in the opposite direction. For people who are used to that feature, I don't have it enabled by default, but if you like that feature, I've made it so that you can turn it on. So yeah, we called it celestial jumps because, well, Celeste. Celestial. Well, if it isn't the you, it's me. It's me, Joe. Joe Mama. Where's my, oh, it's under game settings. Yeah, so celestial wall jumps is what I call it. Celestial wall jumps is equal to false. That's not healthy. It isn't healthy. But I can't say I am very healthy. Celestial wall jumps is okay, so auto climb is true and celestial wall jumps is false. Let me save this. We're also gonna have to throw, oh, I wrote gameplay sleddings. My mom was crazy. My mama was crazy when I lived with her, but our relationship definitely improved after I moved out. It's improved significantly. It's usually what happens when there's time apart, yeah. Nearly lost my mind. No, yeah, for sure. That'd be advanced settings, Slayer / yeah, sleddings. All right, so gameplay settings. We're gonna have to do some other shenanigans here. So there's a few things that we do on game settings. Do I do it here? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, we have to do this for key in. Yeah, let's just copy what we have here. But we don't need debug, and we want to put this here, and we want to say gameplay settings. Okay. So this should be good. And then we also want to make sure that it's saved to the user config as well. So it's going to be the same exact thing, but right here. And we'll say gameplay settings. Uh-oh, the police are after me. I think that's all we have to do, actually. Wait, let me just make sure. Config file. Okay. Yeah. Can't find. I don't think the one thing that does have to happen. I'm actually curious. We'll run it and see, because I don't think this actually saves to our user config just yet. We have to tell the game, like, hey, there's been an update made, and the only way I do that currently is by updating the version. So like I would have to say, this is version 4, or 9.0.4. That way, like if you have, let's say someone else has a different version game, we check if any updates have made. You actually, if there's a new version, we delete all config files, just to be sure, including the player's key bindings. So every new update, key bindings get reset. Maybe after we could make something to make sure that key bindings, like if I want to specifically reset key bindings, we can have something. But for now, yeah, like I don't know. In the next version, if the version doesn't match on a new update, it's too much work. It's just easier for me to just reset everything. As the developer, I mean, as a consumer, it might be frustrating if you set up custom settings. But for me, it's it's very easy for me to just delete everything to make sure everything is fine. But I'm curious if the settings save. I don't think they do. Actually, maybe they do because all right, let's say we load the game. Do we have celestial jumps? We have regular jumps, but I don't know if that's a default setting. Let me see. All right, let's go into our user config shortcut. And game settings. Yeah, other game settings. It didn't save. If let's say we delete this. Let's say we delete this this file. I think it will save. Let me see. So yeah, I mean, you get reintroduced to the privacy policy, and then you can either decline or accept these settings, and then, I mean, we don't really have to run the game. Actually, we can just quit, and then let's look at the user directory again. Game settings are here. And now we do see gameplay settings on our user config, and we have auto climb as true and celestial wall jumps as false. We're not applying these settings yet, though. So let's go back into the game settings, and right here on apply settings, we just want to say set auto climb. Honestly, we can just say level manager. Yeah, we don't even need this. We can just say level manager dot this, and then get rid of this. And that's it. I'm curious to see. I forgot if auto climb even works. So let's try it out. And I guess we can also set celestial jumps. I don't think the setting for celestial jumps works though. Actually, I have to reintroduce it. But let's see if auto climb works. Oh, okay. So yeah, my key bindings got reset. So let me just fix that. My arrow keys are broken. So I have to use my numpad. As a replacement for my arrows. I mean, auto climb is still running. Let's go into gameplay settings and then turn off auto climb, save our settings, and then yeah, there we go. So now we can't auto climb. And if you want to auto climb, you have to press Z. Oh, apparently if you tap Z, that's not right. Apparently if I tap Z, we're stuck in this animation right away. Like, we don't exit the, that's interesting. I guess I never wrote for that. But I guess it kind of makes sense. Well, the whole point was because, like, I know there are going to be people who are used to Celeste. And that was the point. That was the reason why I wanted to do it. So we'll probably fix that as well. That should be a quick fix. Let me just go into my check. We did enable some. We did check some things off, but we have to also add more to the list. And that's put player in a slide if auto climb is equal to false and not into slide from climb and no input. Some people you can appreciate when they don't live with you. Yeah, for sure. No, yeah. I mean, I think yeah, I don't know how my relationship would be with my mom if I did live with her again. I don't know. I think she had a stressful life too. Like, at least when, I was living with her, I think she had a stressful life. So I think things would be slightly different now, but you never know. It could be the same. It could be the same exact thing. Um, they just need to make numpads into game controllers, as they are already separate from keyboards. Into game controllers. Were you the stress? I probably was. I don't know actually, because I'm a pretty like. I don't think so. I don't know if that's my ego talking, but like I'm pretty. Like you can leave me alone and I won't bother you. Just leave me alone. But if you bother me, then I think that's when it'll be. Yeah. Then. You'll find out as soon as your parents are old. True, maybe. We'll see. I'm still not technically providing, shelter for myself, so I don't know if I'll be able to provide. I mean, I'm still young, so we'll see. But I mean, my mom is also, I don't know, like I feel like if she's on her own, like she's like the type of lady who would be on her, like I think she can take care of herself, or at least would want to take care of herself. I feel like she wouldn't want to be, like if she's old, she wouldn't want for me to like, I don't know actually. Cause I don't know. I feel like that's how my grandma is, or that's how my grandma was, and that's also how my grandma is, and I feel like at least all the women in my family are very very like, like don't need no man's sort of vibes. Maybe you'll get lucky and your game will be in the 0.01% that makes a banger bucks and you can buy 5 houses. I don't think, even if you're in the 0.1%, I don't know, 0.01%. I'm not sure. For your game to blow up, I don't know what the percentages are, but like compared to other indie games, even indie games don't make that much money, if you're accounting for all the bills that come along with it. Like I'm thinking like Celeste, like obviously Celeste was a hit. But we take care of our parents now too. I see. Family's funny like that. Unless you're Pal World and make $500 million. I don't know how JFC. What's JFC? But yeah, Pal World. I don't know if it's considered, because like it's from a studio, right? But yeah, I'm thinking of like game, like realistically. I mean, not even realistically, but like realistically, unrealistically. If my game were to Jesus effing Chris. Oh, I see. I see. What a gold mine. I sort of found you here, Agent Skylight. How's it going? I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm doing game dev, like that. I don't have patience to play other games, but I have almost zero interest in Power World. Pokemon clone next. I mean, 100% of my games, 100% of my commercial releases are going to be a clone of some games, so maybe. Statistics show that my next game will probably also be a clone. Me neither. Yeah, I think Lilybite. I mean, I don't know if we have same interest, but I know you liked Project Zomboid, so that's and you don't like Power World, so maybe we have similar interests in games. Oh, you only like survival. I don't necessarily only like survival game. Actually, I think the only survival game I like is Project Zomboid. I'm not necessarily into. Actually, no, that's not true. I did like what's that game called? But I like I like playing with friends too. The Forest was fun. I even got the Forest too, but we kind of quit. I don't know why we quit. We quit, but I mean it was still. I think it's still an alpha, right? I think I don't know. Yeah, I think you need a shorter group of people. We had too many people playing, and it's like you have to like we wanted to wait for people, and it's never the perfect. I think you need like a group of 2 or 3 people max, and then you play with those people, and that's it. I think around Power World is the odd discussion that I don't have anything wrong with the game. Like I don't. I mean, I know there's some sus stuff about the developer too, with the like whole AI generation stuff too. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's just not my type of game. If it's your type of game, that's completely fine. Um, I don't know. Power World kind of reminds me of like I don't know. It gives me like Minecraft vibes, and I'd rather just play Minecraft or Terraria. In the sense of like core gameplay loop type stuff, you know, or not even core game like overlapping or like over underlying loop is like Terraria or Minecraft, and I'd rather just play those games. That Pokemon invented it's Rust Pokemon, right? That's what I've heard, which is not true. Pokemon started as a Dragon Quest clone. Arc Pokemon, yeah, like Arc Pokemon, Rust Pokemon, and I mean Rust. I enjoyed Rust when it first came out. Like when Rust came out, it was during that era where like I was. If you guys ever played the DayZ mod of like Arma 2 DayZ, dude, I loved Arma 2 DayZ. That was also my jam. Before like I didn't even like DayZ. I loved like the mod was just so much better at the time. That was the best of yeah, it was the best. I don't know. I played a decent amount of DayZ as well, but like it was always in like in the alpha version or like pre-release or whatever, not pre-release, early access. And I mean it was fun, but like there were like there was like Arma 2 Epoch or like Arma 2 DayZ Epoch where like it was basically like Arc where you like built your base, and like there was trading, and like there was a little bit more role play to it as well. Like people were like would interact. It was fun. Um Everyone was a CS:GO player when Rust came out. Yeah, for me it was DayZ, but like because I would play with people. I would play DayZ with people. So like everyone I played DayZ with, I would play Rust with. Um, but yeah. Then Arma 3 server for Exile and Epoch. I never played Arma 3. My computer wouldn't have been able to handle it, so I never played. Like at the time, my computer couldn't handle it. But I think I was over the phase after Arma 3 came out. But it was hella fun. I loved Arma 2. Arma 2 Epoch or Arma 2 DayZ. I'm trying to think what else. That's really I've never played serious Arma 2, like or like vanilla Arma 2, or obviously never played Arma 3 either. I know there's a bunch of like it's kind of like Gary's mod in the sense, right? Like there's a bunch of different like community type servers with like their own. I know I know like life simulators were pretty big. I think that's pretty big in GTA now, right? Like people like role play as like police officers and criminals and that sort of thing. I think that I'm not sure if it originated, but I remember that being like pretty big in Arma 2 and Arma 3. But yeah, Rust was fun in the moment. Um, yeah, GTA. Yeah, it's huge. It is huge. I probably would have been into it if I was younger, because I was into again I was into Arma. So okay. Where did we leave off? So I think we have our settings working now, right? We set it correctly. Celestial jumps don't work. I don't think I even have it built into the game actually. It should be relatively easy because we did have it working as a feature in the past. But I have to revisit the wall jumps. For now, let's just work on let's fix this. This is not working. If auto climb is equal to false, if you let go of Z, you should exit the state. So let's go quickly into. Do we have it under climb? No, we don't. So this is still under the player script. Is this under update? Sorry, no. Logic on states dot climb. So we have something called climb movement. If movement does not equal next to wall and input controller and not this, wait, and not hold wall. Should I just do two different if statements? Or honestly, we could just do this. Wait, let's bring that back. We'll say or not hold wall and wait, what is it called? Auto climb and not hold wall. All right, I think we should be good now. How's it going, JD? It's usually one of the biggest. Yeah, it is. It's like, I also noticed it's like big on there we go. Oh wait, no, it's still not working. Why? Auto climb and not hold wall. Or what the hell? Auto climb. Let me see. What do we set in our game settings here? We said player node auto climb is equal to auto climb. Auto climb is equal to true. Or sorry. Oh, I guess sorry, not and not auto climb. Okay. There we go. But yeah, by default, this setting is set to true. And I actually play with it. I actually don't use auto climb. I use auto climb. It's going it's going decently actually. There's decently a new decent. There are new people on the stream. I can actually show you guys what I've been working on. So we're actually preparing for the Kickstarter. That's going to be starting on the 9th. So if you are interested in following that, you can. But right now everything is basically done. I'm waiting on some cover art to be replaced for the Steam photo and everything like that. And then I'm also working on the enough preparing. The thing is, well, I already set the deadline as the 9th, so we have time. I'm not going to start sooner. I mean, it just gives me more time to work on the game anyway. So everything that we're doing now is kind of just like quality of life stuff, making the game better, improving little things, polishing the game. The one thing that we did work on was the assist mode. So now you can, let's say you're, maybe platforming is not your thing, but you can now freeze the game and like dash in whatever direction you want. I want to add even more features to this. To show like which state you're in. We have the debugger stuff too. We can show we can have infinite dashes if you want to cheat. Maybe we can make like a sailboat. Like how do you make a sailboat? Wait, here, let's make a sailboat. So you would go like that. And you go like that. Let's do 2. All right, we screwed it up. We screwed up the sailboat. Let's try again. So we can make a sailboat. First time, to make a sailboat would look like this. And then Okay, and there's usually, there are usually 2 triangles on a sailboat, right? Or like 4, right? So that's why it looks all messed up. Look at that, we have a sailboat. And creates hard mode. Honestly, we can do it. Screen cap. Did it work? Wait. I can't tell. We're on full screen, so I don't know if it actually did it work? What the hell? I don't think it worked. That would be funny, right? Our contest. Here, wait. Let me go into not full screen. No, it deleted. Shit. Oh, no. All right, I'll have to go back into the VOD. I'm not doing that again. But yeah, we have that. That's a relatively new thing. We also have, we can also enable the arrows without assist mode. You can have infinite dashes as well. So, if you want to play, like, just for fun, if you want to cheat and, like, just explore the map, you can. What else do we have? That was like the main thing that we worked on recently. But yeah, I'll show you what I did off stream because I've been working on, on the trailer. Actually, we can't do this on the editor. We have to do this via. I did export the video, so I'll show you some of the trailer. Also, Salah Gamer, thank you for the follow. Hello there. Here, I'll show you guys the video. So I'm editing the video myself. The cinematic that you're about to see was made by Styx Color. So the trailer will look impressive just from the cinematic itself, but the editing is what I'm doing, and it's, it's a lot of work for me. Pre-designed objects to use. That would be cool, right? Blocks, weapons. Yeah, that actually would be an interesting mechanic. Like following a certain pattern to get a certain shape. Like maybe matching what the hell, this is the old one. Maybe like kind of like what are the when the stars have astrology or something? We can do like, you match the star thing and you create some sort of shape. Would be interesting. And it's like a secret. Yeah, that's a good idea. Where's the clip? We recorded oh, right here. Connect the dots, like, yeah, exactly. So yeah, here's the it's still in the works. It's not perfect, but it's decent. Oh, let me pause the music. Oh, that's very cute. That's my favorite part. All right, and then we have like 15 more seconds to put in clips. Some parts I'm gonna update. Like I don't necessarily like this part right here, or like the clips that are playing right here. Some of the transitions can be better over here, but it's still in the works. I'm happy with what it looks like right now. But yeah, we have 5 more days, or yeah, 5 more days to work. I'll probably work on it on Tuesday. We'll probably work on it again, or maybe off stream. I'll do some editing as well. We'll see. But in the meantime, we're still gonna be. I think we have so much time that I'm gonna be just working on more quality of life, more polishing in the game. Specifically like speed running things, because we are gonna be hosting a competition as well during the Kickstarter. So let's say maybe I don't know, maybe you can't support the Kickstarter, which is completely fine. Also, I don't expect anyone to. But if you want like maybe the game for free, or you want to be immortalized as a statue in the game, or immortalized in a statue of the game, you can get it that way too. The music is much more upbeat to match the mechanics of the movement. Yeah. The music could be more upbeat to match the mechanics. I think it's already it's too upbeat already. Like it's hard to match gameplay and music for me, and like having quick movements, like transitioning between things, it would be very difficult to edit. I think the music is set in stone at this point. Yeah, it'd be too much for me to like change everything now. But yeah, maybe in the future. I did pay someone in the past, and they did do a good job. But yeah, I couldn't hire them now, and yeah, it is what it is. Not bad though. Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be good enough. I think as like me criticizing it I'll probably be the heart, like someone who has just seen the trailer for the first time. They'll probably think I mean, for an indie, like for a project that I'm working on as a solo dev, I think it'll be fine. Obviously, it's not a AAA. It's not a AAA trailer. But yeah, I think it'll be fine. All right, let's see what else we got here. So we fixed this. Assist mode is always off when you start the game. Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea. Assist mode by default will be off. Forever and always. So we would actually remove it from the config file. Is what I'm getting at. I'm trying to think if removing it, like I'm trying to think if anyone can cheat by like turning it on, playing the game, then turning it off. But I don't think there is any way to cheat it. I'm trying to think, and I can't think of a case where that would be the case. Can't think of a case where that would happen. Don't save assist mode in the config file, right? So yeah, not saving the assist mode in the config file would immediately fix this problem actually. Options menu doesn't work as intended in the main menu. We fixed this. Creating a warning is actually a good idea. Quality of life features. So that's everything here. Setup competition. So all of this is quality of life features. Wait. What the hell happened? There we go. All right. Giving a warning would be a pop-up. I hate the way the pop-ups look like right now. So we might need to update all pop-ups if we want this to work. I've also been considering the idea of updating our UI to be a higher resolution. Maybe we'll explore that today as well. It'll be a whole can of worms. But yeah, maybe we'll you know what? I'll save that for down here. Update. Actually, yeah, we'll do this. Set up competition and then also update UI resolution. Need to go, chat laters. All right, peace, Lilybite. Have a good one. Maybe you can only use it when you reach a goal zone. The thing is, like if you're bad at the game, or like you're not if you don't reach the minimum criteria of like what's expected from the player, then it's like, I don't want to punish anyone, I know like some game devs, I know like some games they're like, oh, that's just how it is, like, either get good or uninstall. Um but the thing is, as a solo dev, as a developer who hasn't made a name for themselves, like you kind of have to, I don't know. Personally, I'm more like friendly towards new players. The game is already hard enough. It's not hard enough actually. I want it to be much more challenging. But when you're making a platformer, you're putting yourself in this weird state of like either completely appealing to the speedrunners or the pro hardcore players, or completely appealing to the noobs, and it's actually kind of you're put in a weird position because like either you want to be like, if you don't create an identity for yourself with your game, it's less likely that people would want to play your game. Like if you made a really challenging game, everyone would be like, the hype would actually build up because people would be like, oh, this is actually a really challenging game. Like that's why like a lot of Faudians get popular, because people are like, oh look, it's really challenging. And then even people who are definitely not up for the task, like they're definitely not the right people they're not the target audience, even they get the game. And then sometimes maybe those casual players get converted into like semi-hardcore players, but it can also do the opposite, especially if especially if your game doesn't pop off, because a lot of games are surrounded by like the hype, right? So for instance, maybe Pal World doesn't have, in my opinion, like maybe Pal World or some other games are not necessarily that good, but they pop off because of the hype around it. Not to say that Pal World's not good, but like it might be overhyped. Like it might be considered better than it actually is. Those hard, awkward games also tend to not to take themselves seriously. So they can be memed a little. What's an example of a game that doesn't take itself seriously that's really hard? I guess, like, I mean, like, Faudians tend to be kind of silly. Like, the getting over it was kind of silly. But, like, what about, like, I'm curious, like Dark Souls is a pretty challenging game. Um, and not everyone, like, definitely less than 50%. I think it's, like, around 20%. Undertale's not difficult, though. Yeah, yeah. Faudians tend to be funny, but also Faudian, like, it's the thing with Faudians though. Like it's that's why I said awkward game. Like the thing is, like, there's a what's it called? There's a survivorship bias with that though, because like there are a lot of challenging games. Like difficult games can often be confused with bad game design, even if it is like supposed to be funny, and then also at the same time humorous. Like if you're not taking yourself seriously, like let's say you have like a silly art style too, that can also be considered bad. Like it could also be considered bad. So there's this weird in between. There are like obviously games that do really well. It's easy to say like, oh yeah, just don't take yourself seriously and make a good game and make it challenging. But yeah, it really depends. Like I'd rather, for me personally, I'd rather be friendlier, especially since my game is aesthetically pleasing. Like even Celeste, like a lot of people have a hard time getting into Celeste. Like I know a lot of people who just like returned it because it is just it's very difficult. I mean, I know there's insanely hard. I know there's that insanely hard game. Game Tower Climb. Also, Settlix, how's it going? Thank you for the raid. How you doing? Hi. Also, hi. How's it going, Kenny? Shoot 'em up games or Vampire Survivor games, you don't have to take them seriously. Just stop whenever you want. Well, there's progression with those games usually. Doing wonderfully, and I hope the same for you. Yeah, actually, we're doing. Today's actually not bad day. Not a bad day. Not that we have bad days, but like I know, like since starting the whole Kickstarter stuff, like it's we kind of had definitely some low points. Today is not one of those days. I think it's because we're actually we're not working on any marketing. I think that's when I lose my soul a bit. You know, we're actually working on features in the game. We're actually getting, we're doing the real game devs. We're hanging out with dev today, with game dev. See your point though. The ones that stick it out in my memory tend to have some sort of sense of humor. Yeah, no, for sure. I don't think my game has that much humor though. Maybe we should add more. I mean, maybe the skins can be silly. There's no dialogue in my game though, so marketing has a cost. Yeah. Talking about approachability of difficult, yeah, sort of like at least for me. Wait, what even sparked this conversation? I kind of forgot. What was the point? Oh yeah. Like because assist mode. You were saying like disable assist mode until you get to a certain point, but like at that point you don't even need assist mode, right? Like if you let's say you beat a certain section, you already should be able to play the game. You don't need it anymore. But like for someone who has never played the game before and has never played a platformer before. Maybe they do want the assist mode because, well, maybe they're just incapable of. So like we don't punt, but the thing that we can do is just remove like for the hardcore players, something that's really important for them is one, speedrunning, getting their name on leaderboards. Another thing is getting. I mean, we could also do alternate endings. So like if you ever go into assist mode, your run is completely invalidated, and we can do like a different ending. Achievements are locked if you are in assist mode. So there are things that may not matter to the casual player, but are completely important to the hardcore player, and we can leave it for them to decide. I think personally, I think that's the best. But also, if I have a better name for myself, like let's say this game does well, and then I release another game, I think I'd be more likely to remove assist modes. Although I'm not sure actually. We'll see how people. I honestly I think we'll see how the assist mode works in this game and how people react to it, and if they like it, or if it does well. I don't know how we'll get feedback on it, but honestly we can get feedback if people allow for feedback. Like we have a logger. And we can see if we can see the percentage of people that are using assist mode, and if not too many people are using it, or like let's say someone is using assist mode, a large percentage of people are using assist mode to beat the game, then obviously it's probably best that we keep it. And if not, then we'll remove it. Some people really like if it's an option and not forced upon the hardcore players can opt in, and then casual players can stay on the easy mode. Yeah, I think that is definitely good, at least for now. Call it inclusion mode. I get what you mean, but it sounds kind of funky. Like it's just an assist mode. Like it's like, oh, hey, you're bad at video games. Here, let's make this mode that we made. Let's call it inclusion mode, so you feel included. I feel like it's better just to, let's just call it you just need assistance. For me personally, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm overthinking it. Call it modern? Oh, true. Yeah, we could call it modern. Let's call it Gen Z mode, or millennial mode. NPC mode. Classic controls, modern controls. The thing is, yeah, I don't like it. It'd be weird to like. It's not even modern because it's. I don't know. The game is pausing in the middle, so it's like it's not even modern. It's like, hey, you want to add also there. I know there are some. I forgot who their name was, but there's this developer. I think they stream from time to time. They're working on some people obviously. there are people who are working on like tools for people with disabilities, and one of those things is like I forgot who I remember seeing it on some people's streams, but there's like this wheel that you can use and it could pause the game, and we can I'm sure we can find that developer again at some time. I know they were on who's that streamer, something with a double, oh man, my really bad at remembering names. Who's that streamer with the W who makes jelly car? My brain is not working. Wallaber, yeah, Wallaber. Wallaber had a streamer on their stream who had or I don't know if they're a streamer, but they had a developer on their stream using the wheel thing. Actually, no, it wasn't Wallaber. Well, it was Wallaber. It was who's the streamer with blue hair? Fuck, this is bad that I'm not remembering names right now. Blue hair streamer. Don't tell me. I'm not even gonna look at chat. I'm gonna look at Ninja. No. They're a streamer. I don't know if they have blue hair right now. I mean, they just have colored hair. Something with a V, I think. V. There's Wall. Oh no, it's not Wallover. I hope it's a V. I don't see them. Are they streaming? No. Something Valve. Maybe it's not a V. Oh wait, we're not done with our list. Vimlark. It's Vimlark. I saw Cybergunk's comment though. We see you giving up. Yeah, it's Vimlark. I think it was Vimlark stream playing Vimlark was streaming playing Wallaber's game with another developer who had like some sort of disability wheel thing. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I feel like that would be my quote unquote inclusion mode if we like worked with that developer. But yeah, I feel weird calling it inclusion because it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds weird to me, just slightly. But I'm very like self-critical where it's like, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you know, like I'm patting myself in the back by calling it inclusion mode. Vimlark is awesome. Yeah, Vimlark is awesome. Does Vimlark have blue hair? Also, how to go, Settlix? What were you up to today? I don't know if I asked you. Trial mode. Used to be blue. Oh, now it's black. Or wait. Now it's like yellow. There's some blue in there. But yeah, it's like yellow, green. It was up to about 5'8". Try 6'1". Oh my goodness. I'm 5'7". Managed to get my NPCs able to attack again after some silly bug fixing. Really realizing I may just need to do some full rewrites. I'm 6'2". Okay. Quality of life. Auto climb. Moved to game settings, and removed, and valid speed run based on assist mode. Unlurk, raid, good evening. How's it going, Ryan? Look at this face. It's a good face. Celix, aren't you a computer? Celix is a computer. Are you a computer, Celix? I know your son is a computer. But I don't know if I don't know if humans have you guys ever seen Her? Both man and a machine. I don't personally identify with the visage that I display on Twitch. I see. You like that movie? Yeah. So, well time. I was watching Grandma's Boy yesterday. I didn't finish it, but I was watching it last night. I'm a malfunctioning bot that keeps rebooting. I'm a bot that I'm an NPC that never actually releases a game. I'm just like I'm just that NPC that's just always working on a video game and streams and is in the background of some main character. Is it like looking into the mirror? No, honestly, no, because that Grandma's Boy, he's smooth. He's got like Riz, even though like he's like kind of like he is a grandma's boy. Like he's living with his grandma, like me. At least he's got like Riz and he's funny. I don't like that's not me. I'm more like the bzz, bzz. I'm more like that guy. I'm like that guy if he was the grandma's boy, and the movie was actually about the robot JP, and he lived with his grandma. Pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. I cannot help you with sol captchas. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we got distracted. What were we doing before we got rudely raided? Thank you again, Settlix. I already gave you a shout out. Check out Settlix, everybody. Boom, 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 boom. Update UI. Make a warning for assist mode. I don't even want to work on this stuff, but we should. Assist mode is always off. Oh, yeah, we have to do this. Right. Let's do this first, and then we'll do the warning. Drinking Mike's lemonade later? All right, enjoy. Hope you have a good time. On a Sunday? On a Sunday? Don't you have anything better to do? I think it's disgusting. Where's my... I think it's disgusting. Oh, it's your Saturday? Wait, what? You don't have work? Wait, is it Saturday today? No, it's Sunday. How far back do the time zones go? I thought some people are already on Monday. Australians, I think, are on Monday. It's my Tuesday today. Where are you guys? What's going on here? You guys live in completely different timelines? Is this the interactive timeline, interdimensional timeline show? You guys have a Monday? Every day is Monday. Almost thought I had an extra day. We're having a crossover. What is this, a crossover episode? Earth is round, Mars is flat. Marvel screwed up the timelines. Wow. Honestly, days of the week don't really matter to me unless I have like a doctor's appointment or something. Which I actually wanted to go set an appointment for a dentist. But I couldn't because it's Sunday. We have an 8-bit week, so it's basically, it's like offset a lot. I see. Padre. Alright. Let me stop just running the game. Let's, actually, I keep forgetting what we need to do. Make sure, okay, let's just remove assist mode, and I think by default we'll turn it off. And then I think we should be good there. So let's go into, global. Alright, yeah, let's go into our config file right here and just make sure assist mode is false. Oh wait, this is our player settings here. Wait, let's go back into here. Get rid of assist mode. Where's assist mode? Am I blind? Why don't I see assist mode? Oh, and infinite dashes. We have to get rid of all of this actually. Wait a second. Where's assist mode? Show dash indicator, God mode, input arrow, infinite dash. Do we not have an assist? I never even added assist mode. Is something wrong with my brain right now? Speedrun mode? Other game settings? Valid run? Gameplay settings? Bro, I think something is wrong here. Didn't we just see an assist mode on our let me see something. Infinite dash? Wait. I don't think we ever even had assist mode in our config settings. Unless we already removed it and I completely forgot. Let me see something. Assist mode is off. Let's say I save it, and we go into the menu, and then quit, and then run the game again. There's no way. Oh, I meant to start the game. Oh. Unless I must have already removed it. Ah. Bro. Okay, well, it's gonna stay removed. We're good. It's Sunday, the day the day that happens sometimes. There was some sun today, actually. I woke up from the sun. Actually, that usually doesn't happen to me. I usually wake up and it's like pitch black out. Or like, you know, the sun is already about to say goodbye. The moonlight is what really wakes me up. The indirect sunlight. We had rain and wind. Okay. So where did we leave off? Also, let me take some supplements. Oh. See, just so you know, I'm an NPC. I just get caught in the same loop, not doing shit. So we're gonna remove infinite dash from this as well. Oh, how is there an assist mode? I think something's going on here. Whatever. And God mode, let's get rid of as well. God mode is actually not a setting yet, or like not something that actually works in the game. All right. We're good now. Game version info. Wait. Okay, I think I'm just confusing myself with all these other tabs. I think we're good now. Careful not to remove your brain from the game. I'll try my best. All right, so all we have is input arrow and show dash indicator, which actually input arrow and show dash indicator are the same thing. So we can actually get rid of show dash indicator. But I think it's still technically a setting right now, so we won't remove it just yet. So now let me also just remove this from our players, like our user directory, game settings.ini. And so what do we say? God mode is we're getting rid of God mode and infinite dash, and that's it, and everything else can stay. So every time we run the game, if you want to have assist mode activated, you just have to go into the settings and enable it. We're also going to enable our debug mode just to make sure. So valid run is still technically false. Let's go into our settings. Let's start the game over. I think there's no reason why this shouldn't work, but I just want to double check. So valid run is set to true. Let's go into the menu. Let's say we set options to, we set assist mode to true. We save the game, and then we quit. And then we run the game again. And then, yeah, valid run is still set to true. And if we go into our menu and we go into options, gameplay, yeah, assist mode is off. Another thing that we want to make sure of, is there a timed infinite dash ability? A timed infinite dash ability? That's assist mode. You mean like holding, what do you mean timed? Wait, what do you mean by timed infinite dash ability? Probably already had this suggested, but you can also make it when you create a new game, display an option for assist mode. Yeah, that's also an option. We do actually have, so we do have this. So like if I create a new profile right here, there's a pop-up. And oh, funny you should say that. This doesn't work, but it is here. I guess I thought, hey, let's make it, let's do that. And apparently I never actually... I wonder if does this even work? It says valid run is false. Let me see what our options are. Assist mode was... Wait. It might be because we had assist mode already turned on, though. Like a power dash ability? Oh, are you saying like, oh, like in Celeste where you can like dash multiple times? Like especially, there aren't items that change gameplay. There are no items in the game that change gameplay. The game that the gameplay that you start out with is the game. Or like the base movement it stays the same the entire time. There are like outside factors like, you know, orbs. For instance, like, you know, we can go into chapter 6 and like there are different mechanics. Or like portals or like here, let's go in here. Oh my god, dude, I've been playing like shit lately. Dude, yeah, like what the hell? What's wrong? What's wrong with me? But yeah. Maybe didn't get enough rest. I only had 6 hours of sleep last night. Or like, you know, Like I think I went to bed at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2. So I only had 6 hours. But I woke up. Like I woke up naturally. I woke up not tired. So I don't know. I do usually get 8 hours though, I want to say. All right. So I think we have it working. So wait. Let me try this one more time. Whoops. So let's go into our menu. Let's make sure that our options, like assist mode is off, debug is on. Let's go into start. Let's let me go make a new profile here. We'll call it quest. And we'll turn on assist mode. We'll turn on debug mode. Well, debug mode doesn't have to be turned on. And yeah, save it and then run it. And do we get an invalid run? No, valid run is true, and we don't have assist mode enabled. I don't think that checkbox did anything. It didn't do anything. I think originally assist mode. We have two assist modes. We have an assist mode on the global settings, and we also have an assist mode on the player profile. I actually think it's better for us to not save these settings. I don't know, actually. Well, we'll figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. But I do gotta pee. I'll be right back. But if you guys would like to wishlist a game, you can find it there. We'll have a new demo out by so the Kickstarter is gonna be running on the 9th, and the new demo should be up by the 16th. Maybe even earlier, maybe even sooner than that. That's when the competition is gonna start on the 16th. But yeah, I think we can get the demo out before then, before the 16th. That way, if people like want to play it, don't miss again. I'll try my best. Goth Chicken, thank you for the follow. I don't know. Have I even pooped 41 times on stream? I feel like Pagorli uses that more often than I've pooped. I don't know. I feel like I haven't pooped 41 times, but I've definitely pooped at least 41 times in my lifetime. Maybe I'll just say at least 42 times. That one time you said you were crowning? Yeah, I mean, that may or may not have been true. There's always time for another poop. I could poop right now. I think if I sat on the toilet, maybe I could poop. Have you thought about making a cheat code? We got the clips. Yeah. Actually, there we have something called God mode. Actually, it doesn't work yet, but it is in the game. It is a setting, or you know, it's a boolean. It is a variable, but just it doesn't do anything. It wouldn't. It's not. I mean, it in theory it acts like invincibility. What it would do is it makes it so that if you wouldn't enter the death state, you would enter the bounce state. Instead of dying from a spike, you would just enter the bounce state instead. Up, up, down, down, left, right, BA. It's just it's actually just a setting in the options menu. But here, let's fix. Honestly, I want to fix up the whole pop up menu. I don't like the way it's currently set up. Okay. Pop up. This right here. Also, if you guys have any name suggestions that are like cool, like these right here, you can definitely. Oh, actually, maybe I should make that a reward, a name suggestion. These are random names that we have in the editor. I want to keep them as like, not necessarily like actual names. Like Lark, Ember, Indigo. And mainly kind of like ambiguous in terms of like gender or anything like that. Quest. Cascade, Rune, Lumen, Calyx, Sorrel, Frost. I have an original one, Katniss. Katniss is not an original name. Periwinkle, Pigorley, Shade. Shade's not bad. I'm not gonna do this though. I don't want. I don't want to get like a million names right now. We'll put in Shade though. That's a good one. Winkle. I think Winkle is not bad though. Zephyrine. I feel like Zephyrine sounds weird. Let's just do Zephyr. I'm doing the experiment we talked about the other night with the YouTube algorithm, and there's no rhyme or reason to it. No rhyme or reason for you to try it, or no rhyme or reason like that it works. But I feel like the thing is, it's already been done. Like YouTube is probably already aware of it. They've probably updated since then, and also a bunch of people are probably also doing it. Like anyone who makes YouTube shorts are probably doing it. Uploaded 4 shorts at the same time, got 600 plus views in 10 minutes, and got 400, and then I got 14, and then the other is 3. I mean, those two, 600 plus and 400 plus, that's not bad. Seeing your progress, how long have you been doing this game dev in Godot? I've been doing game dev on Godot. I started 4 years ago. All right. But let's go to what we wanted to update. Right now we say speedrun mode checkbox.prep. Oh, interesting. Wait, speedrun mode dot speedrun. Connected profile dot speedrun mode is checked here. But then what do we do on our? We have to apply these settings once we enter the game. I want to figure out, do we want to have assist mode here? I mean, like what we could do instead is like if the player checks assist mode right here. Okay, yeah, here's the problem. If you have multiple different accounts, how do we want to do this? We have to figure out the, like, how do we want to set this in stone? Keep it under profile settings. Balta Sour God. I don't speak Ruski. Mm-hmm. It's not about overthinking it. It's about what I should set up, what I should prioritize. And how is the player going to edit this based on what profile they're in? There you go. System structure, yeah, exactly. Boom, 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 boom. I think what we'll do is on your first, if you run the game on your first run, we'll set assist mode to true, only here, and then afterwards we'll have it reset. And I think we'll remove assist mode from the player's profile. So if assist mode is equal to pressed, honestly, we don't even need it on the. It is good to have, but I think what we'll want to do is actually set the profile setting based on the setting that they have on the global settings instead. So here, let's do this. Wait, this is connect existing profile. No. We want to do this on here. Send updated profile data. Global.gamesettings.assist mode is equal to connected profile node dot assist mode, or assist mode pressed. The thing though, there's another issue here. Just based on our old settings though, we save assist mode on the players. I think what we'll do is we'll remove it all the time. We won't update the data with the player's current assist mode. So yeah, we have to remove it from the JSON file, the player's JSON. Let me run this one more time. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I don't think I should allow. I just don't want to keep Google translating here. Boom, 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 boom. All right. So technically it's turned on. Let's get rid of assist mode. I forgot how we set this up though. This is like profile node or something like that. So assist mode is equal to false. How do we save this stuff? Oh, we just remove it. Boom. Just translated this. Game looks kind of insane. Hope that's a good thing. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to ban anyone, of course, but, you know. I also don't want to keep going through the struggle of translating someone's text. Checkpoint save system that will compare two saved versions to see the changes made. What do you mean two saved versions have changes made? All right. We also have valid speedrun on the player on a profile node. So yeah, we don't need this anymore. This where is it? Kind of we don't have to do this anymore. Connect existing. We don't even have to connect okay, there's one thing that we do have to make sure of though. And that's that if you switch to a different profile that doesn't have assist mode checked, Oh man, I don't even know how to go about this. That can be compared like two saved production versions. I mean, you can easily code that yourself though. That's what I do. We just have a config file that has your settings. There's some things that you can do with like I know .pck files. That's what they're for. For like if you ever make any patches, I'm pretty sure you just update that. But I'm not too familiar with it. I feel like checking for versions. Like if you're saying like a new like two different products made with Godot, or like the same product but like version 1.1 or something. It just seems like a natural common base use. Maybe for like bigger, I guess with Godot, the thing is like most people are not really producing like big games, so like it's not necessary for them. Maybe it's not a like Godot. I feel like is like the hobbyists for the most like the majority of the Godot community is like hobbyists for the most part. I'm trying to think. Oh man, I feel like we have to remove so many things. It would be so much easier to just remove this from the profile settings and just not have anything related to the profile, at least for now. Not into game dev, personally. If so, make the P. It is open source. Do I keep it in the settings or do I remove? I think we just remove it. It's too much to put it. I know Subtlix suggested it, and I mean I had it there before, but the thing is, I guess I just remove it from the profile. I'm just trying to think. I think we would want to update our profile to be slightly better. I think what we would want to do on our logger is check if the player played in assist mode. So right now, yeah, let's remove it from the player profile, at least for now. Actually, not even remove it from the player profile. We just want to make sure. Fuck. All right, I think we got it. We're gonna keep it on not on the player profile. We're gonna keep it as a global setting. We're not going to save it on the player profile just yet. And what we'll do is it'll be based. Actually, wait, fuck. Yeah, if they check it, they can check it and then save it for the moment, but it won't be saved like all the time. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do. So we'll grab the data, check if they're but we just removed it from the player. There's no way for us to set this on the profile and like here's what I'm concerned with. I know I'm like kind of rambling and not really saying anything, but the issue is if you create a new profile or you just edit your profile, like let's say, oh, I want to play on this account, and then I say, all right, let me edit this one and say assist mode. Oh, well now we'll crash because the connected profile here. Let me just comment this out for now because I'm actually not sure now what we're gonna do. But we set that to true, and then you switch to a different character. So I say assist mode, and then we save it. And if we edit this account, we see assist mode is still active, but then we go into this account, and assist mode is also active. We go, what the hell? They're all of them have assist mode here. Let's save that. Let me just see. Let me see something. I think our editor is broken now because I think we have to separate this from this. We would want to say start, and then there would be another pop-up that says like, do you want to start in assist mode? But you can also just do it from the settings here. So yeah, I think we're just gonna recreate how we're handling assist mode. Let me go into, yeah, we're gonna remove it from here. Right now, this is send updated profile, and then also let's go into I've commented out both, but it's still saving because it's the same pop-up. So here, let me just delete that pop-up, or delete this check the checkbox. Let me just make sure it doesn't crash. So yeah, it's a good idea, but we're not gonna do it right now. Valid run is true. Options, assist mode, save. It's now not valid. Let me go into. I'm wondering. I wonder what it says on our shortcut now. On our profiles. Do we see an assist? No, okay, cool. We shouldn't see it on any of them. But already, wait. Why is a valid run still false? Because we resumed from the same run. Technically, if you resumed, I don't know, technically if you resume on chapter 1, valid run should be true again. It would suck if you had it, you know, if valid run, I'm trying to think though. Yeah, we could do that though. We could make it so that if you started from the beginning, if it's still chapter 1, valid run can be true as long as the setting hasn't been enabled already. So let's do that. Let's go into, how do we load games? Let me go into profile select. Select profile? No. Create profile. Here, let's just go into main menu. Where the hell? I forgot what it was that we title screen menu. Title screen menu. Let's go into our save select. When the player presses start, what do they do there? Set current profile, and then we say save manager dot load game. Load game says import change scene to current scene path. We could do it. We could technically do it here. Import profile, and then we say change scene to the current scene path. Get tree.change scene. This just puts us in the main scene, and then the main scene, I guess, handles everything. We say what current scene path is equal to that, and then in the main scene is technically where it would have reset everything, world, and then we would match world.get name, level manager.add parallax. We could do it here. We could just match all of our world settings. Could do that. On the ready function. This is on the ready function of the main scene. What the hell? And I think over here we'll just say, like usually it runs however it runs. Well, actually, when do we run? Actually, I think we have to run this on the world instead. Let me see. On chapter 1. On our chapter 1 script. Because on our chapter 1, we say apply all settings. So technically we would want to do it here. And when we do apply all settings, we would just want to make sure valid run is set to true here or false here. You see something? Valid run? Valid speed run? Do we have a wait, current profile that valid speed run? Do we have a global valid speed run? No, I don't think so. Okay. On level select, and when we apply settings, so in our game settings, so we could do it here. If assist mode, valid speed run, we could do this. if current world is equal to if level manager current world. My bad. So if you don't have assist mode on chapter 1, it'll always be... Technically, we also want to check for other things like assist mode or infinite dash. What's this playing that gives that has Radiance vibes? What's the name of it? This one or the one from before? This is Sealed Vessel, Hollow Knight. I think the other one was also Hollow Knight. Oh wait, no, never mind. All right. I won't deal with what we might want to do instead is check. Well, we might make a function for this specifically for assist and like, for assist and yeah. Actually, why don't we have debug.apply settings? We don't actually have infinite dash as a setting, or at least I don't see it here. I think we directly ask for infinite dash, or we directly on our dashes we just hard coded it in. It's not actually a variable on the player. So we would want to say, yeah, we would want to say infinite dash. Felt it sounded very familiar, yeah. So here, let me just run this. So we should see valid run as true. But we don't. That's weird. Assist mode is, all of these are false, and yet valid run is still false. Let me see. If I say chapter 1, it still says false, even though our options are if level manager.current world get name is equal to chapter 1. If assist mode, we are applying the settings. Oh, wait. Yeah, valid run is equal to true. Gonna grab some sleep. I'll see you later. See you, Dev. Have a good night. You know why it says false? I think I know why. It's because even though we have this here, I believe when we load up the game, we make sure that it's 0. But it shouldn't matter. Apply settings happens after we load the game. Save manager.current. I mean, maybe there's a... Let me see this again. Valid speedrun. Is there another variable that we use? Profile, silent wolf manager. No. Level... Wait, no. Yeah, it's always on the player. Why isn't this working how we want it? Valid speedrun is being set to false. If assist mode, and also on the level select screen. So unload chapter. If input chapter is not equal, but we're not loading a chapter. We are running the game. We are applying the settings. Let me see something. What if I apply the settings afterwards? And we are technically in chapter 1. There's actually a bug with this. Let's say we say save. It still says false. What the hell's going on here? Still says false, but that's because assist mode is on. All right, so valid run is true. If we go into menu and start, and then go into level select and say chapter 1, it's then set to false. Because level, well, we do this. We say current profile.valid speedrun. If it's not equal to 1, technically we should say 1 or 0. That's actually the easiest way to do this. But I don't know why, because we're loading the game, and after you load the game is so this has already been set to true or false. We go into the main scene, we go into the chapter, and then we say apply all settings, and then we apply our game settings. So apply settings, and we say if assist mode. We say valid run is equal to false, and then else not assist mode. I guess let's make sure that this is happening. We should be in chapter 1 world. Maybe I spelled chapter 1 wrong. Get name. Oh, it's chapter. You see, I got a smooth brain here. It's not chapter space 1. It's just chapter 1. Is all this legal? But also this is still wrong. We shouldn't do it this. Honestly, the easier solution here is not to do this. Actually, I messed up. Let's get rid of all of this. What do you mean is all of this legal? I would hope it's legal. With law enforcement? Why would I get illegal game dev? There is nothing I'm doing that's illegal. There's one thing I'm doing that's technically illegal. Or not necessarily illegal, but has legal consequences. But nothing related to my game. I'll say that. If you wanna audit me, you know, you'll have to figure it out. I consume on stream should be illegal. Consuming? What are you consuming, Neo? Third time's the charm. Did I fix? Oh yeah. So actually, I messed up here. All we need to do is in the same exact spot that we set this setting, the valid run to false. I'm just gonna valid speed run. When we set this to false, we just want to say if input index is not equal to 0 or not equal to 1. Because 0 is the prologue and 1 is literally chapter. You can skip the prologue since the timer doesn't actually start until you enter the first chapter. I reject all spell check. All right, so now valid run is true. But like, let's say we go into the menu and we say start and we say, go into level 1. Wait, what? It still says false. What? We're not even on assist mode. Who is letting me cook? If assist mode, false, right? The only time... Oh. There we go. And then let's say we go into the options and we turn it on here, and then we go into the start menu. Again, we're probably going to eventually stick to putting it like, you load this and then it'll open up another pop-up that says you want to confirm playing this chapter. But, that's a quality of life feature that I won't be working on for the demo. Just because, it's too much. But valid run is set to false, and we do have assisted dashes now. All right, cool. The other thing we want to do is also set valid speed run for other cases. So right now, the only times we say it's valid or invalid is if assist mode. We also want to say or infinite dash or God mode. So if any of these are true, valid speedrun is set to false. And can't be unchecked until you start the game over without these settings enabled. A complete newbie to Godot and wanted to start my game dev journey with it, and thanks to your videos, and was able to make my own Oh, hell yeah, Mateus. I'm glad. I'm glad you even. It's an alpha version, but I'm working on it. Hell yeah, it's good to hear. I'm glad to like you. I'm glad that you like my sort of content, because I know it's very like. I don't know if everybody likes this sort of content where it's like super long, like it's not like edited videos, and I don't like when I start doing more tutorials. I think that's gonna be my my brand. It's like unedited videos, unedited tutorials, just pure game dev. And if you don't like it, well, go watch another YouTuber. There's dozens of us. Loving Godot so far. But the main reason I don't edit my videos is it's just too time consuming. With editing videos, editing a video takes longer than recording the video, at least for me. So I'd rather make two videos, two unedited videos than one edited video, Personally, if we're like jam packing the content, and also like I feel like a lot of people like to see I would say the majority of people watching YouTube tutorials also like for the the GitHub repo. So it's like you get the repo, and then if you don't understand why something's happening, then you just watch the video and see you just have to scroll through and figure it out. Thinking of hiring an editor because of the ease of recording versus it really is too much. The issue is that I don't know, like for instance, editing my trailer was so much work. It is so much work, but like I can't find someone who you have to find someone who is capable. I think like once I release my game, I'll probably have a decent amount of funding to do whatever I want, at least in the moment, at least for like a little while. And I think paying for an editor is not a bad idea. Definitely prefer less edited videos these days, as too many are flashy every 2 seconds and jokes. Yeah, that is what YouTube video. And honestly, I don't even like YouTube video tutorial personally. Like for my, I know a lot of people prefer to watch a video to understand something, which is, that's why they exist. But personally, I like to get to the juice of why I went to that video to begin with. And yeah, editing videos is like, it does make it shorter. So like what I would do, I know they have some software for this now where like you can comment out or like remove, the ifs, ands, and, or, the likes, the buts, the ums. So it just, shortened those areas. I think that makes sense to edit out, but everything else I would just keep. If they see that I'm thinking for like 2 seconds, whatever, that's fine. It feels more like a lecture also, and I dress up like a professor too, so maybe I'll be the uneducated college professor, uneducated NPC college professor with Godot. That's what I'll change my name to. I thought of a really cool name last night. a cool like different like if I didn't choose practical and PC, I would have chosen I forgot what it was though. Why Godot over Unity? Open source. The main appeal is open source. Everything else was just a luxury at the time, or now is a luxury. For instance, it's just super lightweight. Anything that I could possibly think of making for my game, I can do with Godot. It's smaller building blocks. Yep. But I think the main appeal when I first started was definitely that it was open source. That it is open source. Practical practical us uneducated NPC. Yeah, we can do something like that. You can also leave the poop intermissions so they can think about their life choices. Yeah, I'm gonna go take a dump. You think about the code. Like in class how like sometimes they'd be like, all right, here's 15 minutes to apply the thing that I just taught you, and then we'll see how you did. We'll do something like that. What would be a good game for a college application? What do you mean? A good game to make? For a college application? What do you mean? Like it? Like you want to include your game on your college application? A game that you made, a project? Trying to get into school. I thought you aren't you starting this month? Neo? Or going back this month, not starting. Or like, I know you're expending your you know what I mean. And after that weird change in Unity tried to do, and the trust from indie devs is basically gone. Yeah, true. I mean, yeah, me being in Godot was just a bonus. Like when that happened, like I was just fortunate. Like for me, it really meant nothing. I will say though, like I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people lost trust, and that's a huge factor. If you are still using Unity and you want to stick to Unity, I don't think that should be much of an issue. But I mean, if you're still a relatively new game dev and you want to pursue, I do think Godot will grow. So yeah, and the community is awesome. No, I already started 2/1. Thought that's what Charles was. Oh, I see. Someone wants me to tutor their son. The son wants to apply for a game dev major and have a project. Oh, I see. Okay. I mean, game dev major. I feel like I personally am not a fan of those majors, but if they yeah, I'm not a fan of I mean, that's my personal opinion. I feel like you wouldn't even need that. Just I think your grades would be enough if you have good grades. Um as for what would be a good game, I mean, I guess it would be just whatever interests them. If they're going for like, hey, I'm a passionate game dev, then they can just do whatever interests them. And then if they're doing like a college essay, include that in their college essay. Um, I feel like it wouldn't be too difficult to get into a game dev major. Relative, like I mean, I feel like it would be the same as a comp sci major. You're just limiting yourself to game dev though. Um, It will be more interesting though. It definitely sound like if I took if I took a game dev major, I feel like I would have been way more interested in my classes. But so I mean, it could be a good idea. in that sense. But from what I've heard, I see so many people who say they regret getting a game dev major. Um, I mean, if you're ambitious enough or whatever, like I mean, you'll be fine. But yeah, have them do game jams. Yeah, actually, that's not a bad idea either. I was a millimeter away from getting a game dev slash CS major. What'd you get instead? Oh, I know you. Were you the one who said that they were doing? They wanted to do pre med, or they were gonna go into med school. I forgot. Oh, full. Oh, I see. Oh, like I see. Full CS. Okay. Someone said that they were doing pre med or wanted to go into medical school. Hell no, med is not for me. I remember someone said that they wanted to do medical school, and then they found game dev, and then they were like, "Oh, this is so much better." Someone who's somewhat familiar or somewhat new. But yeah, game jam is not a bad idea. I think that actually that's the perfect. I think that's a good example, and it'll teach them. I think if anything, it's just going to teach them. I don't think it will really help with their application. I really don't know much about it. I don't think it'll help with their application, but I think it'll help them understand game dev for sure. Uh, and I think I guess I would say that's the more important part anyway. So but yeah, the reason I don't think you should do a game dev unless you really are like you really know you want to do game dev, because like for me maybe I would have finished school if I really knew I was going to do game dev and I got a game dev. But also I don't know, I do feel like it's it is like weird. If you really want to be a game dev you don't really need a game dev degree. But I guess if you want to work in the industry specifically with like triple A's and I guess it would look good, but it looks good, but it also looks weird in my opinion, because it's like, oh, why'd you get a degree? Personally, at least that's how I would see it. It wouldn't be bad though. I wouldn't say it like, let's say I wanted to hire someone and I saw that they had a game dev degree. I'd be like, okay, that's cool, but it's also like, it's also weird. It's cool, but it's also weird. Yo, what's up? How's it going, Warner? I'm still with Unity and my work slash solo project. I tried Godot, but I'm still not sold on its workflow. When I make stuff with it, like loading speed and iteration times for WebGL, but also really don't like how string heavy it is with node paths slash things. With node paths slash things and some other stuff about. Are you using C sharp? Is that I think it is more string heavy with C sharp. Um, but yeah, and like changing, I'm sure changing things. I've tried out C sharp and GDScript. I see. Have you thought about deleting Facebook, hiring a lawyer, and hitting the gym? Have I thought about deleting Facebook, hiring? Uh, yeah, I've done all those things. I wake up at 5 a.m. every day, and I do my 2 hour workout. Um, then I drink my protein and my creatine. Then I meditate. And I take my cold plunge afterwards. Uh, but before I take my cold plunge, I go into the I'm just bullshitting. I wake up at like 4. I wake up at like what time? I woke up at like 2 p.m. today. And I did not work out. Oh yeah, and no fap and what else? Why would anyone? Why would one delete Facebook or any social media? I had multiple social media accounts and have never gotten into my workflows or life overall. Yeah, I mean, I still have a Facebook. I don't use Facebook. I do use Messenger though. With like, it's like I guess the main source of communication with like my friend group. Um, I have I have an Instagram account. I don't really use it, but I do have an Instagram account. Most of the time, most social media that I use, I don't know if you would consider it a social media, but my most used social media is Discord, and then it's Reddit, and then I do use Instagram, but I don't like really post anything. It's the same as like any media, not necessarily social aspect, but like consumption of information, like just like Reddit, and it's more for jokes though, like memes and stuff is Instagram, but it's the same thing like YouTube. And look how you turned out, Werner. I'm strictly MySpace. You and Tom. You and the other 100 users. I wonder what the percentage of people are. Like how many? I wonder how many people are not alive. I'm sure there are more. Are there more unalive people on Facebook? No, probably not. Probably not. But I'd like to know the percentages of people alive and dead on MySpace versus Facebook and Instagram and all these things, all these platforms. You look a bit like Benawad. Benawad, I don't know who that is. It's a curious statistic. I mean, in 100 years, it's gonna be like 50%. What the hell? Oh, just wait. What? Why did we go to? Oh, we. Never mind. I was like, wait. Why are we in chapter? Why are we in chapter? 3, but we were just in chapter 2. He looks like tens. I get so many things. I get so many comparisons. I just look like your typical, I don't know, like just typical person who streams. I'm an NPC. What does that say about those streamers? "81 rings." 81 rings. You have these like weird. You have some interesting questions. Low-key think you're kind of trolling. I'll relax. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I don't mind answering questions, but I don't really watch anime. Not really. So I can't really recommend them unless you're into like the old stuff. If you wanna watch some old anime, watch some Samurai Champloo, Cowboy Bebop. Uh, like those are the only ones that I watched like a long time ago that I loved. Full Metal Alchemist. That is if you're new to it. Because I feel like everyone who does watch anime, those are like I feel like those are the go-to like first animes that people watch. I wish I could watch more. It's just hard for me to get into shows, so I'm unable to really watch things for a long time, and especially like since most animes, you kind of have to pay attention to them. With like at least with like movies and stuff, or even like shows, I can kind of just like you know, I can do game dev or play video games, but with animes, you kind of have to like focus on it, usually on like the subtitles and stuff like that. So I have a hard time watching anime unless I learn Japanese, but I don't see myself doing that anytime soon. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I mean, they're both good, but yeah, Brotherhood is the better one, or the more new one, and fleshed out. English dubbed anime? Yeah. Um. I mean, I could start, but yeah, I just haven't like I really don't watch anything on the side unless it's like a movie. Like, you know, I'll watch something on the side, like a movie, and then I kind of, but like I won't even like. What did I watch yesterday? I watched The Great Gat. I mean, actually, The Great Gatsby. I think I've seen it before though, and I had to read the book in school. I'm pretty sure. Um. But yeah, I just kind of had that on the side because it's just an easy watch. Oh, I did watch Grandma's Boy though. Yeah, I was watching that yesterday. All right, let's see what else we got here. Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I did watch. Actually, I did watch a little bit of it. Like I was watching Edge Runners actually, and I watched it in dub. And yeah, even that I didn't finish. Grandma's Boy is a classic. Yeah. We were watching. We even added a thing from Grandma's Boy. Where is it? Adios. Ooh. Or imitating life. Yeah. Hijime no Ippo is a really good one too. I haven't heard of that one. Boom 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 boom. Boom 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 boom. Oh, it's like a boxing anime. Oh, there's another boxing. Someone recommended it to me. They said I would really like it. It's called. I think it's called Megalobox. Megalobox. I've heard this one is good. Kind of has the same Samurai Champloo. I think that's why they think, because they know I liked Samurai Champloo. All right. All right, so we have both of these working now. Wait a second. Wait a minute. Did I mess something up? I think I did. I think there's one way to cheat. There's a way to cheat. If you run the game, you play in assist mode all the way up until the end, and then you continue your game. We got to make sure on the prof. Oh, we just deleted it because I'm a silly willy. Right now we have it. We still have it. It's pretty easy though. We just have to do this again. Valid speedrun. We want to include valid speedrun. There's no way for us to set valid speedrun to true. There are only ways to set it to false, and the only way we do set it to true is if you start the game from the beginning, I do want to see something though. If we have an invalid run, all right, I think this should work out. So I can write it down. Megalo. Are you talking about Megalobox? There was Megalobox from the beginning, yeah. Megalo. Oh right. Oh, how to cheat? Okay. Well, we just fixed it, I think. So right now, valid run is set to true. Let's say we I don't. Wait. So let's say valid run is false right now. So valid run is false, even if we set this to that. And then let's go into oh my god. Here, let me just put let's put the player at the end of chapter 1 so we can test this out quicker. It doesn't really matter for the demo, because the demo is only going to go from chapter, it's just going to play chapter 1. But for the future, we'll want to have this working. Don't forget One Punch Man. That's also very good. I think I saw the first season of One Punch Man when it first came out. All right, so valid run is false. Let's say we go into this chapter. Valid run is still false, and then we go into the menu, and we go into options, and we disable. Well, actually, assist mode is already false, and then we start, and we continue. Okay, valid run is still false because we added it again, so we're good now. But let's say we go back into the menu, and then we say start, and we go into level select, and we go into chapter 1. Now it's a valid run again. If we go into start and we go into level select and go into chapter 2, it is false because we skipped over chapter 1. All right, yeah, I think we're good. And then if we but you know what could make this invalid? Let me see. Wait, if we just say continue. All right, it's still false. Okay, yeah, I think we figured it out. We figured it all out. I'm gonna go lurk while I work. All right, sounds good, Warner. Peace. Have you started? I'm curious if you started streaming yet, because I know you mentioned wanting to start streaming again. But not yet. But yeah, do you guys know the benigning? In the benigning. Benign song. Damn, sorry, Sarah. I think you failed. Memories of memories. Memories of memories. That should work. The Stream Elements song thing. I thought we had it working at some point. Here, how can I share this? I think I have to connect it to my bot account, or to my bot, my Spotify to my bot. This is the best song though. Make a warning for assist mode. All right, can we do this? We could do this in like 20 minutes, right? An assist mode, or make a warning for an assist mode. Let's do it. So, or you know what? I'm trying to think. maybe not make a warning. What I will do instead is I'm just gonna add a little label. Thank you for the follow, Z Jester. All right. Menu. Wait, is this the right menu? I think we do option menu 2. Oh wait, no. I guess that is 4. So on our gameplay settings, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add a random a label right here. I wonder, maybe I should do it here. We put this into an H box, gameplay settings, and then if you enable any of these things, it'll give you a warning before you can save. It'll say, hey, do not run the game with assist mode, otherwise you will deeply regret your mode will be invalidated. Or honestly, you know what I could do? I could also just do this. Invalid speedrun. Well, you know what else we could do? We could just put this under its own setting. Instead of, I can move auto climb to here, and then we put input settings, and we'll say cheats. We could do that too, and then mouse settings. We can throw that under mouse settings or under gameplay settings. Honestly, that's quicker, and then we don't have to work on anything. I'm not sure how I want to set up the UI just yet. Like in terms of like all, because I want to add like a shit ton of quality of life settings. Assist mode, star, invalid playthrough, something like that. Well, I was thinking, yeah, assist mode, assist settings, maybe assist settings, and then invalid playthrough. So yeah, we could throw auto climb into here instead, and then I'll throw infinite dash into here. Oops. As a child. Oh, it's not a child. It's just God mode infinite dash. It's not a child. It's just like that, right? How did it work before? Here, let me go back. Oh, it's just in a little thing. We should add another grid. Here, this is just a grid, so here, let's just do this. Go into our VBox, add a grid. Container. You know what, let me duplicate this one. Throw this here under input settings, and then we throw our auto climb as a child here. We get rid of infinite dash, god mode, and assist mode, and we put it as a child here. And now we should be good. And instead of input settings, we call it assist mode settings. You have a lot going on here, I gotta say. Technically, these debug settings should only be visible when debug mode is set to true, which we could do right now. We actually have this as its own scene. The thing is, setting this to visible would only happen if debug mode is checked, and we don't have we can't connect these two. We'd have to connect it via our VBox here and basically say like connect, and it's already connected to something. Wish we do. Um, I don't know where I want to do this. Maybe I shouldn't. Here, let me see. Let me see the menu. Because this doesn't update. Actually, wait, it does. It does, but we don't have anything necessarily unique to this. Like, it's not like it updates right away, and we wouldn't want to tell it to like update debug settings. I think eventually what we're gonna do is make it so that, you know, like debug would be under its own. It would be a gameplay setting, but it would be its own menu. Like it would be like, you know, you click on debug mode and then you say, you know, enable debug mode, and then it'll have all this other stuff. I think that's probably a better idea. And then same with the assist mode. I feel like eventually assist mode will be its own thing. Also, should we I feel like we should center this, or it's not like they're currently aligned anyway. It looks kind of silly. Yeah, wait, what the hell? It looks like it's centered here. What's going on here? Oh, I guess the here, let me see. Is it size flags theme? There's something to center it, right? How does it work on size flags? Expand? No. Shrink center? No. Is it the settings on this? Anchor, margin, size flags? No. Why is it not working? Oh, you know what it is? I think this is set to... No, columns is set to 3. Why are these ones centered, but... this one isn't. What the hell? What the frick? Focus, rect, anchor, margin. I forgot how we center things. I would have assumed, I thought it was based on the V box. Margin. Oh, shit. No. Is it the buttons themselves? Size flags fill. Size flags is fill. Let me see what it is on these buttons, because I don't think they're set to fill here, if I had to guess. No, they are set to fill. What the hell? Oh, there we go. Apparently we have to set them to expand. Same with this one, I want them to expand. Oh, it looks at least half decent. I'm curious if these ones expand too. These ones don't even expand. That's weird. For some reason, they already... I think maybe it's a part of the theme or something. I don't know. Whatever. Should be good, though. And we could do it for this one, too. Might as well, right? I wonder if this looks weird. Yeah, it does look weird. Shit. Whatever. This is too much stuff. Anyway, we gotta clean this up at some point. Too many settings. Alrighty. Let's see something. All right. Let's try to figure out what we're gonna do on the next stream. Give a warning. So yeah, we did do this, but we actually got a shit ton done today. I'm actually really happy. Update UI resolution and then set up competition. I think we'll probably do that. What's today? We'll probably do that tomorrow, and then Tuesday we'll work on the trailer. Or honestly, I might do some stuff off stream. We'll see. I think we're getting to a point. I was gonna work on it more yesterday, but I wanted the feedback from you guys, and I think I didn't really get too much feedback, but I think we're in the right spot. All right, so 2/5/24 update UI resolution. I think I think the artist will be finished by tomorrow too, or around tomorrow, so we can throw that in. Honestly, yeah, I have to update. We have to update. We might do some administrative work tomorrow for the Steam page. Steam capsules. It's gonna be hella annoying actually. Steam capsules were so annoying to work with. Not to work with, but like you have to do like 5 different resolutions, or like in total it's like 10 different resolutions, and then they have to be approved of, and it's just it's a whole thing. Yeah, we'll probably work on that tomorrow, and then update UI resolution. We'll see if I do that tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot. Auto generate lower res images, yeah. And yeah, they're very specific too with the like resolutions that you need to make. I guess because like sometimes they're also like different shapes. Like for instance, you might have one that's vertical. You might need a vertical poster. Like on your Steam page. Or like there's different views that you can have on your Steam. Steam apparently doesn't want to open. But yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know they have like different, like, I mean, this is just one of those things where it's like, yeah, like this, like usually you have stuff like this. And then you also have something like this, right? So you need a horizontal one, and you need one like this. And this one usually can be recycled. So it's a lot. But yeah, it's usually just going to be like, I think Celeste has oh, and then you also need one like this too. I mean, you can obviously just recycle the same image. But yeah, it's a bunch of like little things. Let me see Celeste. I think they just reused the same one. Oh no, it's different. They have a unique one specifically for their page here. How do you find all the requirements? Usually, here, I'll show you. Let me just log into my Steamworks account. Just pause. Steamworks. So on your store page, let me see, graphical assets. So you'll see store assets. So you need 460 by 215, then you need a 231 by 87, then you need a 616 by 353. So yeah, you need all of these resolutions. 1438 by 810. Apparently I'm missing a library asset, but I guess it doesn't matter. Placement. Oh no, placement tool. Yeah, which one am I missing? Oh, library header. I guess I removed it or something. I don't know. Or maybe they. Are you working on a Steam game, Sora? Or want to release on Steam one day? But yeah, I guess this is the most important one, or like the biggest difference is that you need a vertical poster. Like honestly, mine looks like doo doo, I think. What's this? 1280 by 720. I think I have one like that. Yeah, we're gonna update all the Steam capsules tomorrow with the new graphics, hopefully, which are gonna be this one for those of you who missed it. It's gonna look like that. I think it might be a little. They said it looks a little too. It's a little too much, or like. I said I wanted it to be darker. We'll see. We'll see. If I ever get a commission, the best thing you can do, ideally, is like have a really large image. Like when I first commissioned my first artwork, I think they did like double, just like a really large image. That way, you can fit it into anything. I think the biggest thing is like the text. The text needs to be fairly large for the logo. Like even almost larger than the image itself, because like my text here, I mean, if we look at my text, like my image is 1920 by 1080, but my text just for all images. Let me see. Well, it's not larger than my image, but it's 1280 by 720. Like that's pretty large. Like it's pretty large in comparison to everything else. For illustrations, it normally works on 6,000 by 4,000 pixels by 60 DPI, right? Okay. Right. I don't know much about the like. I'm not sure what my original image was. Here, I can probably find it. He actually suggested it. I just went with it. Let me see. I think it's under Steam images. So my biggest adjusted, here it is. Not sure what the resolution here is. 3840 by 2160. Yeah, this is a pretty large image. Larger than I think larger than you'll ever need, to be honest. Because, yeah, I mean, it doesn't even go past. Whoops. Did I close it already? I already closed the Steamworks page, but yeah, the largest you saw was probably like 1920. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it here. Tomorrow I think we'll be doing some more administrative stuff. Maybe if we run out of things to do, I'll work on some more quality of life features. But yeah, tomorrow might be a chill stream. Setup competition. Also, yeah, the only reason why I'm not streaming longer today, I would stream more and we would get this done today. But I'm gonna be playing Baldur's Gate with some buddies. Hopefully they're ready for me. So till next time, let's see who's online. But yeah, if anyone wants to wishlist the game, you can find it there. We might go for art. Always love an art stream. I think did art rate? I don't think art rated. I actually don't. No. Art. I didn't even stream yesterday. Art's an awesome stream. Game dev. And streamer. So we'll go for them. Till next time, people. And he's also a night owl like me. So yeah, pretty cool vibes. He made his own artwork. He makes everything by the way, like the music, the art, the engine, the tool to make the art he's made. I think the only thing that he's not going to be doing himself is the some of the voices in the game. So yeah, awesome streamer, awesome game dev. And yeah, if you guys would like to join the Kickstarter as well, you could find that there. That's commitment. Yeah, it really is. Sometimes I wonder like, hey, why don't you just use Sprite? But he's very adamant on like creating everything himself. But I mean, it's more of the journey for him. So like I can definitely respect it. But yeah, like everything is like made. He'll talk about it too. If you have any questions, definitely show some love. He's definitely one of my top favorite streamers and game devs. But all right, I'll see you guys. Ghost Monk, I'll see you. Settlix, Sura, thanks for watching. Who else is here? Termit, I'm butchering your name, but thank you. Thanks. Warner, thank you for the lurks, everybody. I know I'm missing people. Neo, 81 rings. Randy, who's Reclor. All right, bye, guy.